There is a legend that tells of a haunted house on the outskirts of town. According to the legend, the house was once owned by a wealthy family who mysteriously disappeared without a trace. People who have dared to enter the house have reported strange occurrences, such as objects moving on their own, eerie footsteps, and whispers in the dark. Some have even claimed to have seen the ghostly figures of the family members who once lived there. One night, a group of curious teenagers decided to explore the haunted house. They entered cautiously, armed with flashlights and cameras to document their adventure. As they made their way through the dusty hallways, they heard the sound of creaking floorboards and ghostly whispers. Suddenly, one of the teenagers screamed in terror as a cold hand grabbed her shoulder. The group turned to see the ghostly figure of a young girl standing before them. She was dressed in old-fashioned clothing and had a pale, lifeless complexion. The girl beckoned them to follow her, leading them to a secret room hidden behind a bookshelf. Inside the room, they found a diary belonging to the youngest daughter of the family who once lived in the house. As they read through the diary, they learned that the family had been murdered by an unknown assailant. The young girl had been the only survivor, but she had died of starvation and dehydration after being trapped in the secret room for days. Suddenly, the door to the room slammed shut, trapping the teenagers inside. They heard the sound of footsteps approaching and the ghostly laughter of the family members who had been murdered. The teenagers screamed and pounded on the door, but it wouldn't budge. They were trapped in the haunted house, doomed to suffer the same fate as the family who had once lived there. Legend has it that the haunted house still stands, and that the ghostly figures of the murdered family can be seen wandering its halls to this day.